A judicial review for the Quebec riding of Terrebonne has flipped from the Bloc Québécois to the Liberals. And as you heard, by just one vote. The flip pushes the party to just 2 seats short of a majority after the recent federal election. 3 other ridings await their own recounts. Linda will get to that in just a moment. But let's start with what's happening in Terrebonne. How did this all play out?
Yeah, so this is Quebec, a suburb of Montreal, this riding. Initially, election night results had the Liberal in the lead in this riding, but during the validation process, that's when Elections Canada goes through all the results to double check them. This riding then flipped to the Bloc by only 44 votes. So then that triggered an automatic judicial recount. We got the results late yesterday. 1 vote made the Liberal candidate the winner here. That is Tatiana Auguste. Let's take a look at the verified by a judge results here. 23,352 votes. The Bloc candidate Nathalie Sinclair Desgagnés received 23,351. So the riding goes to the Liberals. Tatiana Auguste taking to social media to thank volunteers, to thank the people of Terrebonne, thanking also the Bloc candidate as well, and her other opponents in the race there, saying that the work begins now. Also, we heard from Sachit Mehra, the Liberal Party president, who posted these images congratulating Auguste on her victory, saying, as we've been saying, every vote counts. And I guess if you ever thought that, maybe I'm not going to vote, maybe it doesn't matter, well, this certainly throws that out the window. The Liberal seat count goes from 169 to 170 now. Still, we're inching closer to that majority benchmark, but not quite there yet. Still 2 seats away. The Bloc seat count now falls to 22.
And the counting continues because the recount, not just in Terrebonne, but also other ridings, as we mentioned.
3 more where there are judicial recounts underway or getting underway. 2 in Ontario, 1 in Newfoundland and Labrador. One that was announced on Friday, Milton East, Halton Hills South. The Conservative Parmgill initially was thought to be the winner here, but that flipped to the Liberal, Christina Tesser-Dirksen, after the validation process. Only 29 votes between them. Again, an automatic recount will be underway here. Windsor-Tecumseh Lakeshore is the other one. Conservative Kathy Borelli had a lead of 77 votes. Now, this is not an automatic recount. The Liberals requested this, saying that more than a dozen scrutineers for their campaign saw valid ballots being discarded or rejected here. And then when we look to Newfoundland and Labrador, a third riding where there's a recount, Terra Nova, the Peninsula's former CBC journalist Anthony Germain had only 12 votes more than the Conservative Jonathan Rowe. So an automatic judicial recount begins in this riding tomorrow. The results here could put the Liberals closer to majority territory. So certainly the Liberals watching these recounts closely, the Conservatives as well hoping to widen that margin and get them further away from a majority. But even if all 3 recounts result in Liberal victories here, 2 of them are essentially holds. So then they still are 1 seat short of the 172 needed for a majority.
Thanks so much for this, Linda.
You're welcome.